I think Aljo is boring as hell to watch fight. I don't give a damn if he's striking. I don't care if he's grappling. I don't care if he's playing chess. I don't give a damn if he was a gladiator. Anything Aljo does is boring as hell, bro. I was falling asleep just watching him perform. Could you imagine being a winner, but people still have a problem that you can't sleep nobody? Oh, this man, that's the shit I don't like.
I mean, I'm watching the fifth round right now of Sterling versus Ortega.
Right.
What episode are we on? What is this? This is
Oh,
episode 86. Yeah, 86.
I think it's 87. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Nah, episode 86 of the Will versus the Way with your boy Noah and T Will, the semi-casual now. You know, he got the dub on the last card. We're gonna give it to him, even though we ain't shake on whatever we didn't shake on. You know, moving forward, we're betting on every card. So for those of you guys who are new to the show or don't know, pretty much we bet on-call push-ups, or they're supposed to be on-call push-ups for every main card. So for an example, UFC 317, of course, I went up like 24 push-ups, something like that. UFC 318, I won again, went up like 48 push-ups because it was double or nothing. You know, I had to try and give him his shit back. But then 319, Terrence ended up getting me. He chose Chimaev in the main event in one of the most dominant performances in championship history, at least recent championship history. Yeah, I don't think anyone really saw that coming. But he called it. He called it for sure. And now we're here a week later with a new landscape in the UFC. But the fights just happened. The fight night in China, that half the world, I would say, didn't get to half the US didn't get to watch. I know some people stayed up till 5 a.m. or some people woke up at 5 a.m. to watch the card. I know I was supposed to wake up at 5 a.m. because I was supposed to get a boxing workout in and then go and watch the card. But I set my alarm for 5 p.m. instead of 5 a.m. And so there we are. Mad as shit. I don't want her listening in on all my conversations and whatnot.
You thinking about the government, bro? Get you an Alexa.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the government. I'm thinking about everything, though. Oh, let me go ahead and make sure none of that bullshit in the back.
I was watching the call, bro. Do you think Chinese people think all black people look alike?
Probably.
Bro, because I'm looking in the crowd. I'm like, what the? All these motherfuckers look the exact same, bro. Bro, I ain't look no skin, no racism involved, bro. Them motherfuckers look like twins. Everybody in the triplets, quadruplets. I'm like, damn.
I mean, you know, I just heard a recent opinion lately that the reason that some people don't watch One Championship is because, one, they're used to that American UFC storyline type deal, like everything having some drama behind it or something. And then two, they can't get behind the people because they look alike and they all have similar names and you know how it is. And then they'll have like 400 fights and it's like, it's just one more fight. You know, it's just one more fight.
One dude came out, his name was you. And then the next dude come out, who? You and who? And then the next dude come out, who? Wait, everybody white, everybody got two letter names. What the hell's going on,
hey,
bro?
man, but that's how it is. But you ended up watching this card, right? With Zhang Mingyang and Johnny Walker. What'd you think about, first, before we get into the main event, what'd you think about Aljo's performance against Brian Ortega, getting the unanimous decision victory?
What do I think? I think Aljo is boring as hell to watch fight. I don't give a damn if he's striking. I don't care if he's grappling. I don't care if he's playing chess. I don't give a damn if he was a gladiator. Anything Aljo does is boring as hell, bro. I was falling asleep just watching him perform, and he was winning the whole fight. The whole fight.
What made it boring? Because
Bruh,
I feel like I kind of know what you're talking about, but go ahead and explain it a little further.
his striking was on point. He stuck to the jab. He stuck to the jab the entire fight. He was going to the body at the beginning of the fight. He was setting up everything high. It was just like he was trying to show people he got hands so much, and everybody was already knowing that his grappling was boring as hell. His hands was still boring as hell.
Well, okay. All right. I see what you're talking about. He was moving around a lot for sure. He was moving, sticking and moving, sticking and moving. But there was not too many times to where he really came forward with like some forward progressing boxing combinations, right? Like a Ilya Tapua. Didn't look anything like it, right? But if you think about it, that's how Aljo style has always been. It's been very kick heavy, and then he'll use his hands when he really like if he needs to here and there, he'll use his hands, but it's really to go underneath and shoot and then get to someone's back, right? Aljo's never been the guy. So this is why I was saying that even Henry Cejudo might be able to get him. Even though it was a long layoff, I was thinking Henry Cejudo might be able to get him. I chose Sean O'Malley to win against Aljo because of the boxing deficiency. He does have a boxing deficiency, but I will say his hands looked heavier than they've ever looked. Because every jab or whatever, whenever he was switching stances, every shot he was hitting Brian Ortega with was marking him up. Every day was like snapping his head back, and you could see that even though he looked like the smaller man at like weigh-ins or face-offs or whatever like that, you could see that he's fitting this 145 frame pretty well. I feel like, did you miss the fifth round or something? Because I was just watching the fifth round. That shit looked pretty exciting. He was dancing at the beginning, but then when it got to the ground, he started really like wailing on Ortega. And there was a couple times during the fight where he did that whenever he got on top and guard instead of just like trying to pass or do jiu-jitsu with him.
This was a professional man swinging his arms like this on the ground. He was
That's a
swinging his
him.
arms like he was a monkey. Bro, I'm like, what the fuck? That shit was bullshit, bro. The ref had to tell him to stop running. The ref told him stop running, stop circling. You're running, bro. And he had to get back in his progression or whatever. He was trying to get out the fifth round, but I can't blame him. I mean, you done 4 rounds, you done whooped this dude. I don't want anything to happen. I want to get out this with a dub. I understand, but from the viewer's perspective, because I'm the casual. Nobody want to see that shit, man.
I think
Nobody.
people were wanting. I think people were wanting to see them grapple, bro. To be honest,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I don't think either of them really wanted. Neither of them really wanted to grapple with each other, but and that's why they were both saying this fight's going to be like decided on the feet. Because I don't think they didn't want to grapple with each other. Because obviously we know Brian Ortega's jiu-jitsu background, training with Henner Gracie and coming up in the Gracie Academy and stuff like that. Everything, almost all of his finishes have been by submission. And then Aljamain Sterling, all of his finishes have been by submission. He don't knock nobody out. Aljamain,
nobody.
Aljo, and I was just having this conversation. He hasn't knocked nobody out, but he's a
Could you
winner.
imagine? Could you
He's a
imagine winning?
winner.
Could you imagine being a winner, but people still have a problem that you can't sleep nobody?
Well, he could sleep people by choking them.
He don't. That shit's
He
still.
hasn't been able to do it in a while. That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
He is
come
the
on.
last person he was able to choke was Corey Sandhagen,
Ain't
if
that
I'm
ain't
not
that
mistaken. He finished
okay?
TJ Dillashaw, but even then he still didn't knock him out. It was a TKO because TJ couldn't move because his shoulder was dislocated and shit. So he couldn't really move. So it was like a TKO by default almost. But yeah, and this is when you were talking about before the card, you were talking about Aljo don't get no respect, Aljo this, Aljo that. This is kind of the reason why maybe he isn't so fan friendly. Now, me, I can appreciate his funky style. I appreciate his skill level in the grappling and him making the striking work specifically for the grappling. I can appreciate that funky style. Because even when he's throwing his head's all off the center line. Like, imagine trying to punch that. It's hard. It's hard to punch that, not overcommit, and give up a takedown.
Yeah.
Like, it's a hard style to go against. And so I can appreciate that. The only thing that knocks with me on Aljo is how he's just counting rounds. Like, he's counting rounds. Like, he knows this bitch about to go to decision. I'm up too, right? I'm up. He's asking his coaches. Like, I don't fuck with that because I think you should be trying to progress towards the finish. Like, I'm on Khabib's page. I don't think that there should be rounds. I think you start the fight and you finish the fight. It could be a 15-minute time limit, just so the fans don't get too bored, right? But 15-minute time limit, you start the fight, you finish the fight. No stand-ups, none of that bullshit. Because if you think about it, it only gives advantage to the striker.
You
It
know,
only
that's how
gives an
you know.
advantage to the
That's
striker.
how you know. That's how you know you've been drunk numerous of times. See, you like watching drunk people fight. That's not like a bar fight, bro. That's not like you didn't have
Bar
wasted
fight.
Della. You didn't want to
Nah,
watch it with Papa.
no, I feel like this is the perspective of like the martial artist, because you want to see if this person could get up. Now, if a bell can stand him up, if they can last to the last 2 minutes of the round till the bell saves them. Nobody wants to see that shit, bro. If Khabib takes you down, can you get up? That's the question, right? Not can you last until the bell. That way you can start back on the feet and get taken down again. Nah, we ain't trying to see that. We trying to see, can you get up and actually beat this man in a fight?
Pay
But
per
I
view.
understand.
Pay per view would be $25.99 if that
Hey,
was.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing we don't. It's a good thing Paramount just bought out the UFC TV rights.
Nobody want to see that shit, bro. You my dog, but nobody. Can you get up? What? Okay, yeah. I'm clicking. I'm going to watch NFL football. Yeah, yeah.
Well, part of me, I agree with stand-ups. I agree with stand-ups, just not every single, like at the bell. I don't agree with that. Because you shouldn't be able to, oh, I'm almost knocked out on my feet and now the bell saves me. This is a fight. That bell shouldn't save you. Izzy should have never lost to Pereira in an alternate reality. He should have never lost to Pereira. Pereira got saved by all them damn bells more times than I can count.
You got some hate against Pereira. You got hate
No
against.
hate.
You got hate against certain people, bro.
No hate. I just hate how the casual audience sometimes sees the MMA. But as far as Aljo, where does he go from here? Because this is now a win over Brian Ortega in a 5-round decision. I didn't hear anything about like what Dana said about it. And then he also had a win over Calvin Kattar. Yeah, he lost to Movzar, but again, it was another like split decision or like a close decision or whatever. I don't think it really hurts him that bad. And we know Movzar's not getting the title shot. So like, where does this put Aljo? Should they kind of try to run that one back between Aljo and Movzar? They've already tried it twice. It's fell out twice. What do you think should happen?
This is gonna be the same thing where they both try to grapple and it's not gonna work, and they're gonna both throw hands and it's gonna look ugly as hell.
Wait, no,
Man,
I'm tripping. Him and Movzar did fight. I just talked about it.
they did fight. What you talking about? And he won.
Yeah, I just talked about it. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah, no,
Mozart won.
but
He said he won a title shot. That's what Aljo said. He think he should fight both. But two people done already said they want to fight both. And I know they're not gonna give it to Aljo because Dana hate Aljo. Dana hate anything
and
about Aljo.
after Lerone Murphy stepped in for Movzar and then
Yeah.
beat Aaron Pico the way he did, he's getting that title shot, bro.
No.
Yair, okay. It could be
There's
Yair versus Aljo. Yair gonna make him fight.
Yair gonna make a fight. But what you think
And
he
if,
gonna do to Yair? Yair lose the same weight every time.
hey, but if Yair gets taken down, at least Aljo gonna get a finish. He'll hop in that back and choke him. You know he will.
He will. He
So,
will.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's an exciting fight because Aljo can get finished on the feet 100%. With the right hands that Brian Ortega was tagging him with, there's a kick coming right after that with Yair. And then Yair's also going to fight you off your back, so you can't just lay him prey on hugging his hips and stuff like that. You're going to actually have to kind of do what Volk did. Volk beat him up. Volk beat him up bad, which is why a lot of people didn't even want to see that rematch. But yeah, I think that's a fun fight for Aljo, bro. Yair Rodriguez, Aljamain Sterling. Let's see how it plays out. But moving forward, the main event, Johnny Walker versus Zhang Mingyang.
That shit was wow.
Hey,
He
tell me.
faked his gloves. His ass faked such gloves. I'm like, you know what time it is. I think he was confident because he thought, me personally, he didn't believe in the elbows. He didn't believe in the height. That bullshit. They made it seem like this dude elbows is from Satan, from hell. They made it seem like he hit you one, you may die.
I think he just watched Khamzat fight and said, "Let me try." I
Fuck it.
think he said, "Let me try." I think he said, "Huh?
Can I
Shoot."
give you one thing? Can I give you one thing? The guy, every time he threw a right hand, he wobbled Johnny Walker. Every single time.
Bro, but that's what we were counting on, right?
Yeah.
Well, me and you both picked Zhang Mingyang to win, and
Yeah.
that's what we were counting on, that right hand to wobble him.
Yeah. Every time.
But did you see the difference in Johnny Walker this time?
More composed.
Everything he was doing was kind of trying to save that chin, preserve it,
Yeah.
avoid damage. He went straight to the grappling. No time in between playing with that boxing range. And when they were on the feet, he was standing on the outside, picking at him with kicks. Ultimately, it was the calf kick that ended up doing it. It looked, bro, Zhang Mingyang, he tried to like check it by putting weight down on it whenever Johnny Walker threw that calf kick. And it looked like it almost hurt Johnny Walker's shin because it almost looked like it was checked. But then when Zhang Mingyang kind of like paused and he was like, ah, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, he got me. It was almost like when Conor went down with Poirier, right? The calf kick kind of ate him up. But then Johnny went right back to it, and then he just started wailing on him, bro. Like he started just going to town. Like I'm talking, boom. You were talking about swinging like a monkey. Nah, Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker was swinging those hammer fists were so clean and accurate and precise, bro. I was like, damn, watching that shit. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Every single hammer fist hit on the chin.
And if it wasn't on the chin, it was on like the back of the head, side of the ear. It was, Zhang Mingyang got put through it. And I heard his social credit score in China dropped 30 points after that.
Really?
Yeah, you know how they had their communistic country, so it's like pretty much so because he lost that fight, say it drops 30. Now groceries might be more expensive, gas might be more expensive, you get less favor, and we kind of work off a credit-based system, like, how much am I gonna be paying in interest on this mortgage or whatever based off our credit. They go by like a social standing and different things like that. I'm sure someone in the comments is gonna correct me on something. They can probably explain it more. But yeah, he had a lot of hype in his country going into. That's why they had the whole Shanghai event. They weren't doing that when Li Jingliang was going crazy.
Sure.
So Zhang Mingyang has some hype behind him, and Johnny Walker put on a good performance. It's crazy to go to his home country and then stop him. I hope he got a jet back immediately. Cause you don't know what about to happen.
I think someone on Twitter he got arrested down there. They Brittany Grinered him.
For a second, I was gonna take you seriously. For a second, I was thinking about it. I was like, "What? Really?" Speed of accurate ground and pound, though. What? Conor McGregor's out here. He's giving back to the martial arts community. He showed up to that gym in Italy. He was teaching them like where to play shots on ground and pound. And a lot of them were actually good placements. I think there was one of them where he like crossed his body to try and hit like this side of the head coming from this side, and they was hitting all straight back of the head. So he's a cheater for that. But it was a cool philosophy on what he was talking about kind of like boxing the hands even when they're on the ground. That was pretty cool. But yeah, he's giving back. I think it was like a free event or some shit. That was cool to see, bro, in my opinion. But what'd you make of that whole experience in Italy that he had?
I'm getting tired of kind of going to these people's gyms and whooping all these children's asses. They be whooping all these kids' asses, and it's like they haven't even gotten the ring yet. He fucked that. I'm whooping your ass. I'm getting on Instagram. That's all he worried about. Conor is only worried about the hype. He don't give a damn about them kids. He don't give a damn about hitting the back of the head. He's just trying to get on Instagram, smoke some stogies, get some beer in, and disrespect his wife completely. And then he's gonna come back to the United States, and he's gonna fight one more time just to go off into the sunset, bro. Just to go off into the sunset. Hey,
if he does fight, he fights at the White House.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Bro, Conor's like a girl that want to get titties, that want to buy titties. It can never just be enough. Just want more and more and more. I need a BBL. I need to get some titties. I need to get my lip done. Conor might as well be a woman. He needs attention. He needs attention like a newborn puppy. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, he could have done this event and not posted about it, but I'm sure someone else would have posted about it anyways. But at the same time, I'm just glad he's not starting fights at BKFC or punches him old doing the bar. I'm glad at least he's in a gym trying to teach someone, trying to at least help. Even if it's for like the public eye, at least he is helping. Right. But yeah, there was one of those kids where I'm sure punched him square in the nose. He didn't like that. And so he started going to town, started beating the fuck out of that kid.
He game, Pete. Let's say Conor down the street. Boom. He had In-N-Out. Fuck it, I'm gonna give a free event that takes the third coach, right? He's showing everybody how to do their thing. He kicking in Coach Jason. Boom. You punch him square in his shit. Ah, he get mad, start whooping your ass all up and through the gym. How you feeling, bro? Conor
Man,
McGregor.
well, I would have some sparring etiquette, especially knowing he's off the, I'm gonna
I'm
have
just
some
saying.
etiquette.
I'm saying the circumstances. You punch him square in his shit. You didn't mean to. It just hit, and he start whooping your ass. How would you feel about that, bro?
I'll be a little upset, dog. I'll be a little upset. At the same
You don't
time,
even
defend
talk.
yourself at all times, but
Defend yourself at all costs.
I'll
Yeah.
be a little upset.
Come on, bro. I just think, bro, Conor is an attention whore. Like I said, he needs it. It's his last get go. It's his last get go. It's his last run, bro. Because in Ireland, the attention out there is cool, but the shit he did in the United States of America is not the same like over there, though.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think honestly, he's on a lot of people's bad side in Ireland, from what I've heard.
Is it?
But mhm. But at the same time, if he did come back, which I hate talking about honestly, because it's like this nigga ain't never coming back. I mean, his last fight was against Dustin Poirier where he broke his shin, and then he had that whole thing. Like, bro, I knew he wasn't coming back when he had that whole Ultimate Fighter with Michael Chandler and did not come back. Like, you
Yeah.
can have an Ultimate Fighter with somebody and then not fight. That don't make no sense. For like in the history of Ultimate Fighters, they've always fought. But yeah, after that, I was just I've been off of him. But if he did come back, what weight class would he come back at?
We were talking about this. He would try to come back 170, fight somebody.
Wait, is there even a fight for him at 170?
Everybody cold as shit in 170, bro. Everybody
Like,
cold.
does he have beef with anybody? They could do Nate Diaz at 170. Last
Nate
fight
Diaz,
at the White House,
Nate Diaz ain't fight no more, bro.
bruh. He boxed not too long ago.
Yeah. He was just calling Khamzat a scared little child,
He
scared little.
was.
He was
He
just
was.
called. He got some confidence. I mean, shit.
He has a point with what he was saying. I don't think he's right completely, obviously, but I think he has a point with what he was saying. He was saying that Khamzat didn't open up, like he played it safe. Pretty much that's what he was saying. He's saying he thinks that Khamzat was scared to stand up with Rodriguez. And I mean, given the amount of times he shot, maybe that's just not, I mean, a fear is the part of the game. A fear is how you deviate your strategy. A fear is, that's a part of the game. Otherwise, you might not be scared of anything and get hit a lot of times and end up punch drunk, which, like, I guess if that's his mindset, but look at his career at the same time. Like, he was one of the lucky ones who had that mindset, had that style, and came out with a fuck ton of money in the meantime. There's a lot of people who had that same mindset of trying to be a tough guy, and they don't got nothing to show for it.
Yep.
So at the same time, so it's like, yeah, maybe he was scared of, if he knows if he gives DDP an inch, DDP is going to take a mile, get up, and it's going to hurt before he gets back to the ground. I'm sure he did have that in his head. But at the same time, shit, nigga, 529 strikes to like 50.
Come on, bro.
That's domination.
That's absurd.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Have you been hearing anything about Rampage Jackson's son, Raja, or whatever
Bro,
his name
I
is?
seen his ass got rocked. His ass got rocked, getting kicked in the head at practice or some shit during training.
Okay, you saw the tornado kick? Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a tornado kick or whatever where he got rocked for sure. But no, I'm talking about, dude, he literally almost killed this pro wrestler. Like,
Kill?
yeah, so there was a situation to where I guess they were going to go watch the pro wrestling show, and the wrestler, pretty disrespectfully, honestly, smashed a beer can like on his head and
It was a
said
white dude.
and said if he wanted to do something about it, like, come into the cage or come into the ring or whatever, right? And I'm sure I can pull it up and show you. But pretty much, yeah, let me try to show you. Let me pull it
No,
up.
I think I seen it on Twitter. I seen him smash the beer can. I didn't see what happened after that.
I'm about to show you right now.
I watched Rampage Jackson hump a woman for 30 seconds while she was doing the interview.
It wasn't 30 minutes. It was like a 3-minute interview. But yeah.
I'm saying 30. I said 30 seconds. I said 30 seconds. He was humping this girl while she was doing the interview. I said, "This shit, isn't that what?" That's a lucky man. Oh, man, that's the shit I don't like. Hey,
aside from the
man,
music, aside from the
hey,
music,
bro.
bro.
Hey, I mean, he
Okay, here
offered
we
me.
go. Here we go. Here we go. Full context.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that's what you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's Oh, you don't sell it?
Who's that?
You don't sell it?
Dude, he's not a fucking
bro.
worker, bro.
No, we're good. I know you will.
No.
We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro. I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off,
Bro.
though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up.
They can't wake him up.
In the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
He flatline.
My
You
bad.
didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
I'll call you back later.
Yeah. So that was the context behind it. Afterwards, yeah, he was pretty much just like, oh, he made me angry and stuff like that. And what do you think about that, man? What do you make of that?
You remember when you said be prepared at all times?
Defend yourself at all times. Yeah.
If you smash a beer can on somebody's head, you need to be prepared for the repercussions. Because you didn't know who he was, remember? You said you don't know who he is. Okay, bet. So whatever happens next, happens next. If you wake up and see Jesus for at least 3 minutes, don't be surprised. I mean, that's in reality. In the but in the shorter perspective, there's the police, there's your career, there's many other numerous things that you have to be worried about in the situation. Fuck anger. Plenty of people can be mad, but you have to stay composed, bro. You gotta stay composed. Now I get slamming them and probably hitting them 1 or 2 times, but flatlining them motherfuckers, god damn. The flatline?
Nah, that was worse. He not only he was knocked out from the slam, bro. And then 1, 2, hold on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bro, that was like 20 unanswered shots straight to the jaw. Someone tried to pull him off. He went right back at him. Boom, boom, boom.
Right back.
And then finally, someone had a nigga. If nobody else was there, he would have just killed the dude.
Like father, like son.
But that doesn't make no sense to me, bro. That's just that's dumb, bro. That's dumb. Like, okay, knock him out, make the point, cool, we're good. But to do that and then after, like, that's what everyone's scared of. Is like, if I drop this dude, is he gonna die? And am I gonna have to live my life in prison? That's what everyone is scared of. They're not. I mean, you're scared of the fight or whatever, but like, you're scared of the repercussions, dog. When it happens in the street, you're scared of the repercussions, and he had no fear. I think he got banned from Kick already because he was streaming, and yeah, he was like a streamer or whatever. But honestly, bro, I think Rampage came out with a video, and talking about pretty much not condoning the dude's actions, but then also that he kind of had it coming. That's pretty much what Rampage ended up saying. Kevin Holland came out and was saying, I know if my son did some shit like that, I'm not going to be posting a video on social media. So I guess they still kind of had their beef, Rampage and Kevin Holland. But I was going down the rabbit hole after watching that. I mean, how can you not? After watching something as brutal and stupid as that, I was going down the rabbit hole, and I was just looking at Rampage's interactions with his son. And it's like, that's not how. Look, I'm in no place to judge. I don't even have a kid, but that's not how. I don't think that's how a father and son dynamic should be. Like it was weird. Like I'm talking about. Okay, the beginning part was whatever. Like I think they were sparring or whatever. Some shit was said, and then his son like hit him in the nuts or whatever, and like Rampage dropped. And then afterwards, after the aftermath, Rampage is like talking shit to his son about his own mother, talking about how he slutted his mother out and how she had little old titties and she going like this. She eat my nut, and bro, all crazy. Like I'm talking crazy, nigga, to his own son, to his own. So just off that alone, the dynamic can't be healthy. The dynamic can't be healthy off of that alone.
So what I can say, I can say this: at least he's there. At least he's a present father. But talking about talking,
Leave,
talking about
leave,
my mama, dog. That is no go.
bro. Absurd.
That is crazy, bro. But they had
Nigga,
that type of dynamic though, bro.
that's not a dynamic, bro. I don't know
They
what
got
that
that.
is. That's the type of I want to fight this nigga and I want him to swing first. That's the type of dynamic that was.
You don't
You
fight your
can't have
pop.
that with you can't have that with your kid. What
You
you
don't
mean you
fight your
can't
pop.
fight? If my dad would be willing to say some shit like that to my mom that he, I guess, divorced or whatever, yeah, I can't see him as my dad in that moment.
Nigga, you came out of him first. You make it seem like this is a one way. This is a one way street. You and both of them. They both have their own opinions. I mean, if either one say anything, bro, I wouldn't listen to that shit.
What you mean not listen to it? Would you put your earphones in?
No, I wouldn't listen to that shit, bro. I'm not pop.
This nigga's
Look, I'll be like, Pop, you tripping, bro. I'm not trying to you listen, dog. You tripping, bro. Don't talk about Mom Dukes in front of me, bro. Do you, bro? Hey, I'm not fighting Pop, bro. Hell no.
bro, wild shit. But if you think about it, bro, it's kind of like father, like son in a way, because Rampage lost his temper a whole bunch. He talks about it even to this day on his podcast that he sometimes when he gets to that point, he can't control his temper. And it's like, honestly, he seems like he's calmed down a lot since his younger days. Because I know he used to have assault charges and cases and shit all the time back when he was fighting in the UFC and Pride and shit. But like, yeah, no, he's definitely calmed down or whatever. But man, the fact that his son thought that shit was okay, like, okay, drop him, like I said, but go overboard like that. I don't know the dude's condition. Matter of fact, I'm interested. What is the dude's condition? Is he stable?
Bro, it's weird. A grown man that can't control his emotions is a weird thing. Man.
Bro, I mean, honestly, a lot of grown men, they can't. A lot of grown men can't, bro, and that's why we end up with a lot of dangerous people.
You know, because it's taught, it's not learned.
Well, I can't find if the dude's healthy or whatever, but yeah,
I don't think Rampage Jackson was teaching his son how to control his emotions growing up because he was fighting people in the Humping Reporters.
no control over his testosterone at
Come
all,
on, bro.
no control. Okay, so UFC 320 is stacked. We have Ankalaev versus Pereira 2, right? We have Marab versus Sandhagen. We have Yuri Prohashka versus Khalil Roundtree. Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Salal. I'm actually happy to see Yusuf Salal in the top 10, so that'll be interesting. Abus Magomedov versus Joe Piper. That's a pretty good main card, man.
Pretty good.
That's a pretty good main card.
Dana not playing. Dana is not playing. Whenever Pereira fight, bro, it is that card.
Bro, you know what we kind of already talked about UFC 320. There was just a couple fights added that I wanted to talk about, but man, we talked about having a new landscape in the UFC, right? After Khamzat Chimaev's win. Middleweight division is exciting now. Now it's on fire. Which I thought it would be if Khamzat ended up winning. Now, I thought that the matchup I think we both thought that the matchup to make was Renier de Ridder, right? The double champion from one championship. He has a great ground game, good judo background. His knees are devastating. Beat Bo Nickel, beat Robert Whitaker as of late. Anyway, I think we thought that fight was going to happen or whatever. I think the only problem getting in the way of making that fight was just the name. I think I think a lot of UFC fans know about him already. Having that one more fight against Fluffy Hernandez, who he's scheduled against, that's only going to make his name bigger because now Fluffy just got a bigger name after his dominant performance over Roman Dolidze. And so he just added to his name. Renier just added to his name. Now they're about to fight. I think Dana said that that's the number one contender fight.
Yeah.
But Khamzat said that he wants to fight in October and that he's going to fight the winner of Nasruddin Imavov versus Cal Barallo. And yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken,
This dude, hey, bro, listen, say your truth. I hate when champions say whoever they finna fight, bro. I don't like it.
when they say who they're going to fight,
Yeah, I don't think you should say who you finna fight, bro. Once you get that belt, they gonna tell you who you finna fight. Since you the best and you the best of the best. Let's see. I'm gonna let you know who's coming up next. You don't tell me who you finna fight. Me as in Dana.
at the same time, though, when you're trying to promote a fight, what the fans want to see, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, but they want to see this person wants to fight this person. That's what the fans want to see. So it's like when I call you out and you're already gunning for me, it makes the fight spark. It makes it even bigger. Like DC and John Jones. That fight was big because it was real dislike, real, I want to fight this nigga.
But who does Khamzat dislike like that? Him and
I
Barallo.
don't- Now, him and Barallo, they've like trained. I think he's trained with both Imavov and Barallo before.
Oh, man, nobody
I
wanna.
think he's trained with them before. But at the same time, I think that is like, if we're talking about timeline, maybe that is going to be his next fight. The winner of Imavov and Barallo is going to be his next fight, and then Fluffy Hernandez and RDR, because they fight, I think, October 6th or something like that, or October 10th. I guess the winner of that is going to just be next. So I guess it's lining up the division if it plays out like that. We don't know if it's going to play out like that because we don't know the extent of, like, they still got to get out scathe free. Like, if they go through a fucking 5-round dogfight, they're probably not going to make a turnaround for October 6th. Not everybody's Josh Van.
The Ritter just got out of a dog fight with Grove.
Yeah.
Just got out of a dog fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how these dudes are they superhuman? They taking that serum Captain America had. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know how they coming back so fast. They get stitches and all types of stuff coming back and fighting in 2 months. It don't make sense.
Stitches ain't that bad. Stitches is just like, you just need some time for it to heal. Stitches not that bad. But the Ritter took some punishment in that Whitaker fight. Fluffy Hernandez didn't take too much damage in his last fight against Roman Dolidze.
Yeah.
Man, but I'm interested in the matchup, man. Fluffy Hernandez has that perfect, like, anti-grappling style to where he has good jiu-jitsu, but he doesn't even really want to use it. Like, he didn't play that jiu-jitsu game with Dolidze. He took him down, avoided all the jiu-jitsu positions, punched him in the face, let him get back up, took him down again. He just drowned him, bro. He just drowned him like Cain Velasquez. While Renier the Ritter, he wants to use that judo and he wants to use that jiu-jitsu. He wants to punch, enter the clinch, take you down, trip by trip, throw, or whatever, get on top of you and fuck you up. But he wants to hold you there. He wants to get into those dominant positions, while Fluffy Hernandez kind of wants to, like, ride you out. And he was able to submit Rodolfo Vieira, so you know his jiu-jitsu is legit. But yeah, I'm excited for that fight. I'm excited for that matchup. Charles Oliveira fights soon. He fights in Brazil.
This dude Charles, bro. This dude Charles tripping.
He's fighting Rafael Fiziev, right?
Yeah, he tripping, bro. I would not have took that. I would have acted like I was sick. Oh, damn, my immune system. Oh, shit. I would not have taken it.
But it's in your home country. Think
But he's
about it.
getting better on the ground. Like, he can stuff these takedowns now. And Charles is not really, well, I'm lying. Charles is cold. He gets you on the ground, but Fiziev is getting better not letting you put him on the ground. And his hands are already automatic. Those are automatic. Them all are there.
Yeah.
Fiziev reminds me of a bigger, what's little dude at 135.
Peter Yan.
He reminds me of a bigger Peter Yan, bro. No,
Well, he was Peter Yan's striking coach, bro.
Jedi.
At Tiger Muay Thai, yeah. You know that?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I said that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I did not know. I'm talking about. I didn't know that from a can of paint.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he was Peter Young's striking coach over at Tiger Muay Thai. And so obviously Tiger Muay Thai's Muay Thai coach is gonna be nasty when it comes
That's crazy.
to fucking Muay Thai.
That's crazy.
But and then it's just the fact that he got like he didn't just get knocked out. He got like flatlined by India. And then an extra shot afterwards. Like you get flatlined like that, and you're coming back what? 3 months later? Is
He's
it even 3
embarrassed,
months?
bro.
Bro,
He's
you're not even
embarrassed.
supposed to, bro, after a knockout, you're not even supposed to spar for 90 days. You're not supposed to have no contact for 90 days. That's 3 months. And he's fighting in 3 months.
At the crib.
But yeah, definitely at the home. So that's why, like, a lot of people were thinking, you know, maybe he's gonna fucking retire because, like, this is oozing retirement almost. Like, okay, I just got knocked out, but let me get it right back because I just got caught. And it's gonna be in my home country as well. What a send off, right? But man, the other side is like, you're coming back too soon, buddy. Your brain has not healed yet. Them juices are not back flowing yet. He was already a little chinny.
Yeah, he's
I
known
mean,
for
we
getting
all
dropped.
now we love Charles Oliveira, but we know he gets dropped.
He's known for it, bro. He's known for
Yeah.
it.
And Fiziev isn't really known for like killing people with his hands. He isn't known for killing people with his like the immense knockout power. But his shots hurt. His shots
Yeah.
hurt. Like they have thud. They're technically thrown correctly, and obviously he still has some muscle mass to him. Like he isn't known like an Ilya Tapuria for his hands, but when he mixes everything together, like the way he knocked out Hanato Moicano was fucking disgusting. That shit was disgusting. Nasty combination.
Dude got
Um,
hands.
But yeah, Charles was adamant that he's not retiring after this one. So I guess we're just going to have to see how that one plays out in Brazil. I think your boy Davison Figueiredo is also on that card, if I'm not mistaken.
Bro,
He's
I hope.
he's fighting Montel Jackson. Interesting. He's giving Montel a chance.
Corrado has never had an easy fight since he's been in the UFC. This dude has fought hard fights his entire career.
Yeah, nah, he really hasn't had a easy fight, bro. Since he got top 5 at flyweight, he hasn't had a.
Dog, this dude steady
Oh,
fighting.
maybe Joseph Benavidez. Benavidez was a little bit over the hill at the time. All he had was an overhand and a guillotine, kind of like fucking Uriah Faber. But Benavidez in his time was fucking a legend. He was a killer, perennial contender. But yeah, when he got to him, it was a little bit over the hill. So maybe one fight in the top 5 at flyweight was an easy fight for him.
Yeah.
And he fought him twice. But yeah, he's fighting Montel Jackson next. That's gonna be an interesting one. That's over in Brazil. Yeah, Islam said he's open to the Ilya fight.
This
But I
line
mean,
need to worry about what he got coming up.
JDM.
When you look past what you got going on, bro, that's how you wind up doing things you don't need to be doing. Making mistakes you don't need to be making. Them small mistakes you don't usually make, you're gonna have it right in front of your face.
Nah, facts. And if there's any mistake, you know, JDM's gonna try and exploit it for
He
sure.
gonna expose it. He will expose it. What happens when you can't get him down? I know it's gonna happen. It happened. It happened, bro. It will happen. What happens when we can't go to the mat? And he makes that face like, coach, oh shit. What do we do? Because he will. If he can't take him down, he will get peace. I put this on everything I love. He will get peace, and it will hurt. Shit, big thick ass.
Nigga, I've never seen a JDM fight where it don't hurt. I've never seen a JDM.
Them hoes hurt, dog. Them hoes hurt. Them hoes hurt. Dog, them hoes hurt. Dog, coach, what do I? It's Khabib, ain't it?
Shoot. Khabib gonna
But
say it
Khabib-
again. Shoot.
Khabib don't know. Like Khabib ain't never not took somebody down.
That's the thing. Khabib's philosophy is I'm gonna shoot. He defends it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna shoot again. He defends it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna shoot again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going until that bitch really don't work.
No, but
But
this
he-
time, this
but
whole not.
But at least when that hoe really don't work, we both tired.
That's true.
And now I'm gonna shoot again. I'm gonna shoot until we both tired, and I'm gonna shoot again. We're gonna see who's done this more when we tired. That's
Do that.
Habib's philosophy. I think Islam's different from Habib.
You got
Everyone's
hands.
always comparing him. It's not just that he has hands, because Habib's striking worked well for his style, but I think that Islam, you got to think about not just the fights and the skills. I mean, but you have to think about the skill set. What I mean by that is not just the skill set in the fights. Like, we know that Islam, we pretty much can say Islam is more well-rounded than Habib, right? He has better boxing, like, technically. He has better kickboxing. As far as the grappling department, he maybe looks for the finish a little bit more than Habib. But he's more like submission oriented rather than ground and pound for Habib. But if you think about it, in the training room, that's how they kind of got their styles. They got their styles from Habib being a relentless wrestler, and Islam. The only way to counter that is I gotta do judo, because this dude's not gonna do nothing else. I gotta do judo. I gotta use my judo in whatever way, shape, or form. I can't be on my back, so I gotta find some other way to be on top. And then, okay, maybe I just can't grapple with this guy. Now I gotta strike. I gotta strike with him. So my hands got better, or I had to improve that. And so it's like, he doesn't necessarily have that same intense drive towards a takedown as Habib had, which is why they're different. And this is just for when I hear those comparisons between who's better, or who would you rather fight, Islam or Habib? When people ask me that, just like trying to see who I think is better. Bro, Habib, you know what he's going to do. You know what he's going to do. And you know that he's the best in the world at it. Islam is like, he's so well-rounded, he can choose what he wants to do. So he's not going to just stick to one thing, which is less frustrating, bro, because it means he's willing to stay in this other department that you might actually have a chance in. Justin Poirier had a lot of chances to knock this dude out.
He did.
He had a lot of chances. Like, sure, Islam was mixing it up a lot, but eventually Islam was like, okay, maybe I'm a little bit too fatigued right now. I'm not going to shoot, even though Habib's yelling at me to shoot. I'm not going to shoot. We're going to figure this out with the hands because I can.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes it's like the more options you have, sometimes it's like the worse fighter it makes, because now you rely on those options rather than just, I only know this, so I'm only going to do this, and I'm only going to be really good at this. And so it's like, I'm going to impose my will on every single opponent, right? There's two philosophies behind it, right? The specialist or the well-rounded fighter. But yeah, so I think, man, Habib, that was a tough guy to fight. But yeah, going into this JDM fight, he's not going to just Habib him. That's what people are thinking, bro. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That people are thinking that he's just going to go from a single leg to a double leg on JDM, take him down, pass his guard, and arm triangle him? Can you believe that?
He just proved that it can't happen. Last fight, he just proved to you it's not going to happen. And look at that man's face after the fight. Say his name.
Well, but putting context behind this, yes, he fought Bilal Muhammad, but putting context behind this, Bilal also didn't shoot for like the first 2 rounds. But now you see what happens when you don't shoot on him. But then again, we've also seen the flip side of it with Gilbert Burns, to where Gilbert Burns shot on him first 2 rounds as many times as I can. Let me get him to the ground. But he was able to get up. Partially, like, I think at the end of the first rounds because of the bell, which I'm not a fan of. But then he was able to show that I can scramble with this guy and get up in the 3rd round. And the fact that he was able to do this is the same Gilbert Burns who Khamzat Chimaev didn't want to grapple with. Same Gilbert Burns. And Khamzat Chimaev is the middleweight champion. Gilbert Burns, really, if he was as disciplined as he should be, was at lightweight.
Yep.
That skill level in jiu-jitsu is a real factor. And the fact that JDM, not only is he a black belt, but the fact that he was able to create those transitions to get up and then go and knock Gilbert Burns out, we know he can strike when he's tired. We know he can strike. That's what most of these strikers are missing, bro. Being able to get taken down, get back up, and still have the same striking style that you had before. Because that's what makes grappling so effective in the first place. The fact that if I take you down, now your strikers are going to be different.
It sounds like you saying JDM gonna win. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I've been saying this. He should have just fought Ilya. Same risk. I think it's the same risk as fighting Ilya, but at the same time, it's a bigger reward. It is because he's moving up a weight class. So now if he does it, he's a god.
He beats Islam. They gonna say he's the coldest since sliced bread.
Yeah, he beats. I mean, if you think about it, that's the one thing that Habib didn't do. He didn't move up a weight class. So he goes and does this against a dangerous dude in JDM. That's scary, bro.
It is scary.
And then that opens up a lot, bro. That opens up the Usman fight. That opens up maybe Khamzat going down for a fight. Oh,
It have to go
Oh.
down. It have to go down.
like I said, bro, that is the landscape of the UFC is just different right now.
All over the place.
It's different right now.
Why
Yeah.
them fat fucks need to start fighting, bro? Them fat shits, they just start banging and slanging.
Yeah, your boy Waldo Cortez Acosta is about to fight Sergei. So
No, he lost.
they fought. That's right. That was on this card.
Yeah, he just wasn't. He wasn't ready.
No way he got knocked out.
No, hell no. It went all three.
Oh, so it was boring.
It wasn't born. They were throwing. He just wasn't. You could tell that he was better than him. Like he just wasn't ready.
Better boxing, or how did he do it? How did Sergei do it?
Everywhere. He was effective everywhere. He took him down. He whooped his ass on the feet. You could just tell he was a better fighter that night.
Damn.
Yeah. Like I was falling asleep during. Like he was getting his ass whooped that bad.
You know, you talk about falling asleep during all these fights. I'm not surprised, nigga. It's 5 a.m. Yeah, you gonna
Facts.
fall asleep. I don't even
Facts,
think
I was-
Aljo that boring for you. I just think
No,
you
Aljo,
falling
no.
asleep.
No, Aljo is boring as dog shit. Nobody wants to watch Aljo fight. The best fight Aljo had was him getting knocked out. Keep it a beam. How the fuck can I put that in the best way? His best fight, his most viewed fight was him getting dropped.
Hey, man, you can't win them all.
Dog, and I'm not talking shit like, just an opinion everybody got. I'm like, I don't know the dude, but like, bro, bro, that shit is boring, bro. He doesn't have any combination. He'll do some shit like a spinning elbow, hit the top of your dome, random. Like he did that shit in the fight. Combinations is shit. He doesn't have any combination. None.
He doesn't throw.
Like,
He doesn't throw many boxing combinations. It's true. It's true.
ugly, dog. And then he'll circle, jab, circle, jab to the body. Hella hard ass leg kick, make you fall. He don't care if you check that shit or not. He'll do that shit and then look and see if you won the round. Bro,
No. He'll do all that shit. Then look at the clock, start dancing, go right back to doing it. Ask his coach if he won the round at the end.
Bro, that shit is so boring, bro. God damn. That shit boring. I don't care what you say, dog. Ain't nobody be like, bro, I'm hyped to watch Aljo fight. You ever heard a nigga say that shit ever, dog? Ever.
Well, I mean, so moving on, I guess one of the last things we're going to probably talk about is CJI. I don't know if you watched the last one. They're pretty much trying to promote it as like the Super Bowl of grappling, right? They went head to head with ADCC last year. It was like the $1 million tournament that they were doing. They were doing it in the Karate Combat Pit. The one that Craig Jones was doing, it's the CJI. It's called the Craig Jones Invitational. But yeah, pretty much, they're the ones who came up with that. Or no, Karate Combat came up with the round format and the pit. Honestly, they just kind of bopped off of them and said this is the most exciting rule set for grappling. But and then that's where we get UFC BJJ now, because now they're doing that. But now it's gonna be a little bit different to where they're adding in teams. So it's like Atos Jiu-Jitsu versus, I don't know, who is it? Kingsway, which is like Gordon Ryan's gym, or New Wave, which is John Danaher's gym, or B Team. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different like jiu-jitsu gyms that are gonna compete or whatever. So there's teams, one fighter for each weight class, and pretty much it's like a Royal Rumble format. So it's like, if I choose Gordon Ryan to come out first, and you choose Mikey Musumeci, and Gordon Ryan wins, now you're gonna have to keep putting people out to try and beat Gordon Ryan. And if he just clears your whole team, we move on to the next round and we go.
That's tough.
But if, say, maybe the fourth person beats Gordon Ryan and then we clear you, now Gordon Ryan's going to be out and then the team's going to move on to the next round without Gordon Ryan. Yeah, so it's like literally Royal Rumble. You get thrown out the ring, you ain't coming back type shit.
So you gotta win.
Yeah, Yeah, so that's interesting. I think it's interesting. Personally, I liked the team aspect of it, but I think man that they had it right, bro. I think they had it right with the rounds. It was like 3 5-minute rounds, just like a fight, and that everyone was pushing the pace for that $1 million prize, bro. I felt like that was the format. That's why the UFC copied it. That's why they copied their format, because it was the most exciting way that I've seen so far to produce a grappling show. So yeah.
Money talk, bro. Money talk.
Yeah, money definitely talks. Money definitely talks. And it's still gonna be $1 million prize. So
How will we split that bread up though? Because you said it's a team.
what was
Like
that?
you said we split the bread up as a meal, so we split that bread up between the team.
You know, that's a good question. That's a TJI 2 payout.
Because if I win Dolo, I want the you better give me my bread.
Facts.
Gordon Ryan.
Okay, CJI 2 has a $1 million team tournament, $1 million team
Yeah.
tournament,
Yeah.
and $100,000 4-woman bracket. The prize money has been scaled back from the first events, $2 million total, which would be split between 2 individual tournaments. Yeah, okay. So pretty much the best prize, I guess, would be that $1 million split into 5. But there's a best submission bonus for $50,000. The show money is gonna still be $10,000 and $2 this time. Yeah, they're still kind of going head to head with ADCC. That's kind of still their motto or whatever. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's just another exciting thing for the guys, the grapplers who watch this show to be looking forward to. I guess you could let us know who y'all think is gonna win that. Honestly, I don't know why Mika Galval is running with the new wave. I really don't understand that, and I don't know why what's his name from Six Blades is running with B team, because neither of them are on those teams. But it seems like now they're just like stacking, like creating a super team, like how the Miami Heat did. And fucking yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. But anyways, I'm sure it's gonna be a fun watch. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all we had to talk about, huh? Unless you can think of anything else. Yep. Okay. Well, shit, guys. That's all for today. This has been episode 86 of The Will vs. The Way with your boy T Will, the semi-casual, and your boy Noah. So,
Man, y'all like, share, and subscribe, bro. I'm getting tired, bro. Get the button, man. We need some more of y'all subscribers, dog. Yeah.
hey, real talk. So like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. What's up, villains? New episodes of The Will vs. The Way Uncensored MMA podcast drop weekly. Make sure to check out our most recent episodes and latest interviews that we've had on the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.